this is a video that I'm gonna regret uploading. And the reason that is that for the past 6 years, I have been mastering how to become full-time in music. And I did it in less than 18 months at just 18 years old.
Black.
On instant gratification, we want to focus on the music and we want to believe that there's some kind of magic bullet out there.
And the way that I did it was very simple. It was through Instagram DMs. And for you as a producer watching this, you'll realize that Instagram DMs have become saturated.
Is he dead? Do you think he's dead?
Every producer is using them. Artists are tired of receiving them, and you're left with little business as a result of marketing methods that no longer work. So when I re-entered the music industry in 2020, I had to take a fresh approach and forget everything that had made me previously successful. And I'm not gonna lie, I started using Instagram DMs again.
Fucking no, babe.
But there was a point around November or December of 2020 when I was looking at some of my business friends and seeing the way that they were outreaching to clients in different industries. And one thing that I noticed is that they started sending something called a personalized video audit.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And a personalized video audit is essentially where you audit somebody's business through a video. And they were super successful because they were very personalized. And a lot of the prospects that they sent those video audits to booked in a call with them. So I was thinking to myself how I could replicate this in the music industry. And soon enough, after a lot of experimentation, failures, and embarrassment, I came up with something called the music review. Now, I haven't invented music reviews here, but I have changed how they've been used. And the type of music review that I'm going to speak about you today can land you in some cases of having 50% of every prospect that you speak to jumping on a phone call with you because of this incredible outreach method. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Mr. Black.
Before I get into the technicalities of how to do a music review, you're probably wondering exactly what it is, what it looks like, and what it sounds like. So what I'm going to do is throw up on the screen right now an actual music review that I've recorded. King Cyborg, how's it going? Hope you're doing incredibly well. Thank you for tuning in to watch this quick music review. Just before we get into it, to quickly introduce myself to you so you know who I am. My name's David Sinclair-Black and I'm the managing director of a company called Sinclair Media Group. We're one of the world's #1 marketing agencies specifically for the music industry. But that's enough about me. I want to get straight into the incredible set of records that you've been releasing here, Cyborg. Now, that portion of the music review that you've just watched is the introduction. And that's where we introduce who we are, why we're outreaching to them, and really what the next 5 to 10 minutes of this music review are going to look like. As you'll also notice, this isn't a written music review. This is done through video. And the reason that we do that is that it's significantly more personalized. It's actually a lot easier to create and it creates a bond between you and the prospect. Once we've established why we're making this video review and what they can expect from it, what we then start to do is move into the main body of the music review. And that's where we deliver the review itself. I want to get straight into the incredible set of records that you've been releasing here, Cyborg. Had listened through to your top 3. So Been There, Love Never Dies, and of course your latest release, Under the Moon. The thing that really stood out to me about you straight out of the gate was your songwriting. And not only how your songwriting has some great mainstream commercial appeal, especially in Love Never Dies, but also how it's very much authentic and comes from you. I don't know, it was just something that really stood out to me about you as being, very personable, relatable, and frankly, just a nice person. And speaking about the records themselves, my favorite of yours is Love Never Dies. I'm naturally going to be biased towards the production, but the production for me on this was just incredibly standout. I absolutely love the kind of, again, like this divergence between kind of mainstream commercial elements, like the melodies that you have on there, but then the slightly more grungy and underground kind of rhythm and cadence to it. For you as a music producer, somebody that spends a lot of time listening to music, understanding all of the integral elements that go into it, this is going to be the easiest part for you, because it's where you sit down and listen to somebody's music and really just speak about what you enjoy about the music. You can speak about the production, you can speak about the way the vocals were recorded, you can speak about the mix, you can speak about the songwriting. In some cases, you can literally just not even speak about the music, you can just speak about why you enjoy this person's brand. This artist is receiving an extremely unique, personalized piece of outreach that they can see you've taken the time out of your day to complete, and the natural law of reciprocity kicks in, whereby really you can say anything nice to them at this point and they'll still be interested to find out more about you. Now, it's at this point in the music review where things start to change. And what we're going to do is move into the pitch. And with that being said, Cyborg, part of the reason I actually wanted to reach out to you is having previously established earlier in this review, being the managing director of Sinclair Media Group, that we would absolutely love to bring you on board as a client of ours. You know, you've displayed such an impeccable foundation here between the records that you've released and from what I've seen about you online, that I know for a fact if you were to simply just apply a catalyst to your music career in the form of a great modern music marketing agency such as ours, then that could truly prove to be the one thing to break you through to that ultimate next level. What you'll be able to notice about the pitch is that it's a very gradual, smooth transition from speaking about their music to then justifying why we're reaching out to them and positioning it in a way which is in their interest. What we're saying is essentially in this pitch that what you've got is so incredible that if you were to work with me as a producer, or in my case, a marketing agency, we could take that incredible product that you have and make it even better. Now that we've positioned in the artist's mind that with our help we can take them from point A to point Z, what we then do is need to establish authority with them. Now, I'm aware that you haven't heard of me or my company before, so I just want to spend a couple of minutes doing the due diligence, showing you our case studies, our track records, and frankly, the huge successes that artists have seen while being with us, and not only how I know we can do the same for you, but even bigger. So let's get straight into it. I'm just going to head over to our Google slides here. At Sinclair Media Group, we have a team of 4, 2 in the UK, 2 in the US, who you can read about on our website here. And one of those team members in the US, Brandon King, here is responsible for the case studies that you're looking at here. Having worked with the likes of K-Camp, for example, Interscope Records, Playboy Carti, Bacca, Smokepert, as well as Warner Music Group, Atlantic Records, and Epic Records, helping these guys generate multiple tens of millions of new monthly impressions, engagements, and new fans. Not just the big guys that we work with. If you Google Sinclair Media Group Eastbourne, you're then going to be presented with our Google page. We've got 17 reviews here, none of which are lower than 5 stars, which we're really, really proud of. Cyborg, if this is even vaguely of interest to you and something that you'd like to find even just a little bit more about, all I'd love to do is simply sometime this week just give you a free music marketing consultation. And in that free music marketing consultation, I'll show you step by step exactly how you can take yourself from where you are right now, point A in your music career, to really where you want it to be at point Z, and all of the different systems, the strategies, and the techniques that a company like mine would implement in helping you get there. Cyborg, I really look forward to potentially speaking with you. Just hit me back on Instagram and we can schedule a time in. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. Speak soon. This is one of the simplest parts of the music review. You can use anything to build credibility, and I'm aware that I'll have some people watching this thinking, well, I don't have a credit list, I haven't had many projects released, etc., etc. It doesn't actually matter as long as you have projects which are available on the internet, which people can look at, watch, and listen to. And if you're sitting there thinking, David, I have no music released online whatsoever, then go and release some records first, because whatever pitch you make in whatever form, whatever type of outreach you do is going to be extremely difficult to be effective. And you need to have that momentum behind you before you start going ahead and pitching. You're probably sitting there thinking, well, David, this is brilliant. There's so much that I can take away from this. Maybe you're not thinking that. And if you are, then comment down below. How do I actually put this into action? And there are a couple of things that I'm going to recommend to you and give to you as a result of watching this video. The first thing is that I'm going to leave a script, a music review script for you, whereby you can actually practice this. For all of my employees that I had doing music reviews, I had them practice this review for about anywhere between 3 to 7 days before actually sending their first review. And I'll leave that in the description below so that you can actually go ahead and start. The other thing that I'll show you in the description is a few different music reviews that I've made over the years. Now, bear in mind that these are for my music marketing agency, so they will need to be changed slightly for you. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and ask for one of my current clients who's a mix engineer if I can include one of his music reviews for his mixing and mastering business, so that you can see how these reviews work across multiple different types of niches within the music industry. And if you're wondering who I am, my name is David Sinclair-Black. I'm the managing director of a company called Sinclair Media Group, and it's our purpose to help music artists and music producers build a full-time living of what they love to do, their life's passion, which is of course music. I actually started off in the music industry in 2016 at just 16 years old out of my mum's basement making beats. I built a brand called DSB Beats, which grew to a total of 70,000 followers online all the way up until 2019. when I imploded on myself, quit the music industry, and deleted all my social medias after feeling very, very stressed and overwhelmed by it all. And it's here through my YouTube channel that I'm sharing some of those experiences and mistakes that I made so that you don't have to go through them as well. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.